So we're here now with Steve Schmidt of the HerbGarden, which is located here in Oliver. Can you tell us a little bit about your farm here, Steve?
See, we've been farming here since 1989. We've been organic for 15, 17 years. It's 14 acres. It's everything from table wine grapes to late season apples. So lots of different soft fruit in between. I think we have about 40 different varieties of fruit.
Wow, that's fantastic. And what made you decide to go with organic? I've been asking this of all the farmers, because it seems to be more costly to go down that road. So.
Well, ethically, it just seemed like to be the right thing. You know, when you're a conventional farmer, you're doing a good job, you're doing well. But when you go to spraying material, you're killing a lot of different things. Not only that, you're putting harm to yourself. In the organics, it's when the applicator is mixing up his spray material. He's really at risk. Because that's when it's in its most highly concentrated form.
Wow. So I mean, some of the things, like for example, when I was just with the Susan farm here, they were just saying how tough it is today, to be a farmer.
Well, yeah, I mean, in organics, our costs can be lower in terms of inputs, but our costs in terms of expenses for thinning and stuff are a lot more. It's a more intensive hands-on thin work that we do. Like weed eating takes 30 hours, 40 hours to feed a couple of acres, where a chemical grower can do it in an hour. So, it is expensive to do. And the returns, they might seem, compared to conventional farmers, to be really good, but the cost of production is so high.
Well, that's what I mean. They all think organic farmers are rich.
Yeah.
Because of the prices.
There might be a few, but it's not a way to make a lot of money, no. We certainly aren't doing this just to make money. That's a given.
Okay. Now you also have farm gate sales here. Because I noticed you got a HerbGarden. Do you still work that, or is that?
No, our orchard now is 50% replanted with young trees. We bit the bullet and pulled out all of our older trees and our not very popular varieties. We used to have enough to run the HerbGarden. Now we don't. Our sales are very good. We have a waiting list of people willing to buy fruit. We just don't have the volume.
Hi, we're here in the beautiful Okanagan for the continuing making of the calendar for locals supporting locals, real living with real food. We're at Crystal Creek Orchards, located in Oliver. We're here with Ross. It's Ross and his wife Rosa that own and produce on the farm here. So Ross, if you can tell us a little bit about your orchard here.
This is a small orchard. It's under 4 acres, but the varieties of the fruits and soft fruit and hard fruits is, I think, is unique in the whole Okanagan. Because I looked around, I developed a 10-acre property before, but this is completely different. From apples, maybe 5 or 6 varieties of apple, plums and prunes, maybe 10 different kind of plums and prunes. As far as pear apples and peaches and nectarines and 6-7 different kind of cherries, it's completely unique. And what we do, we grow everything, we preserve everything, we can everything, we jar everything. And some of them marketing it right now, but eventually that will be our line of production to introduce the line of the different kind of fruits and vegetables that we can preserve and let people have it. And we don't have to worry about getting rot and this and that, to fall off the tree. So this is our main concern. And the waste, hopefully we're going to stop the waste of this place that we have. And what else can I say?
No, you do tours for kids too, right?
We do tours for everybody.
Everybody. Okay.
They can come here when the season is everything ripe. They can walk around. I can guide them, show them the number of the trees, what varieties of the trees, and they can pick it up from the tree and they can eat on it. And they can see the difference in the taste and the nutrition and the flavor. And because what the fruit we get it in the store is not ripened when they pick it. But I had so many cases of old people, even 7 years old, she came in, oh, I never had that taste of that peach in my whole life. I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, I know.
These are the things I've been witness with it since I've been in farming for 15, 16 years.
So when are your tours going on?
Oh, the tours is on all the time, but the best time is for starting middle of July until middle of September. These are the best time for touring. So it's a couple of months of good touring if somebody's interested to come every Wednesday. Give us a call and we arrange it.
So you do farm gate sales. People can come here, purchase all your produce, as well as you guys do jams,
picklings, salsa, so many other varieties of stuff here, from hot to cold.
And of course they can find you at our beautiful Penticton Farmers Market as well.
Well, I've been going for 14 years over there, 15 years I think. And I have a bunch of regular customers coming there. They just love the things.
Well, it's actually being rated #1 now, the Penticton Farmers Market in BC.
Yeah,
so
it is. It's a nice market. It's a beautiful market.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you would like to say to?
I think whatever I say is not enough. If somebody's really interested, they got to come and see it.
Absolutely.
They got to come and see it, walk through it, taste it. That's it.
Beautiful.
That's all I can say.
Thank you very much, Ross.
Okay. Thanks, Kevin.
Here we go. It's another beautiful day. We're down here in Grand Forks with Jeremy here from Jerseyland Organic Dairy Farm. Can you tell us a little bit about your farm here, Jeremy?
Yeah, sure. So what we are is we're a producer processor. So the real difference between us is we actually milk the cows and process all of our products right on the farm. And the other big thing that we are part of is obviously putting out a less processed product out there. So what we want to do is all of our cheeses are made of raw milk. Our yogurt is a cream at the top yogurt. Nobody else in Western Canada is doing that. And we can simply do it because we've got the quality of milk and the cows right here at the farm. And that's really what gives us, or what enables us to put out those kind of products.
Yeah, I noticed like every one of them have got names on them.
Yeah, and that's another thing. We name all our cows. I mean, we care about our cows, and that's another difference between us and commercial dairy farms is that the cows mean something to us. We have cow families, and we know them all, and it really gives us. We see them twice a day, every day, and us as well as our staff. Really enjoys being with the cows, and it just gives us a little bit more of a personal connection.
So how long have you been a dairy farmer?
We've owned Jerseyland for 5 years now, and I grew up on a dairy farm, so I've done it for most of my life.
Wow. And where can most people find Jerseyland products here?
Yeah, so we deliver through the Kootenays and the Okanagan, and there's mostly at independent grocers. So if you shop at the big chain stores, that's not where you're going to find Jerseyland. Where you're going to find Jerseyland is at independent grocers, and those are the ones that mostly support, small independent businesses. So, I would definitely recommend consumers to be looking for those independent grocers and looking to shop there because they're the ones that support the small guys and the family farms.
That's nice. Good. And this is Will. And what's your role here on the farm?
Outside work mainly. I'm not working inside the cheese factory. I sort of don't want to. Not that there'd be anything wrong with that, but I like being outside. So it changes. I'm moving irrigation now and handling the cattle a lot.
So if you had a message that you wanted to say to the people out here about farming now in the Okanagan and the Kootenays here?
Well, support it while you can because it's big industry that wants to take it away from you, and the only way you're going to keep it going is to keep it going. It's the only way.
Hence the whole local, supporting locals,
well,
support your local business owner, support your local farmer.
Yeah. Support the local farmer, keep them going, because if you do that, you're going to get more of that happening. And sometimes you might find it's more expensive, but if you look into it enough, you'll find that some of that cheap food you shouldn't be eating. So.
Well, that's part of it too. Is, you know, it's amazing how our priorities have shifted here, where people can justify spending $250 on a cell phone bill, but yet not want to pay $1 or $2 more for good, let's say, organic cheese or.
No, that's right. I mean, you look at people's priorities have to change. I mean, when you look at income and how much the general population spends on grocery bills, I mean, it's terrible. I mean, people don't consider food to be something that they should be spending their disposable income on, which I mean, I totally disagree with. I mean, food, I mean, that's essentially, you're feeding your body. That's you. And you know, I mean, they'd rather have the latest in technology. And there's a shift happening where you know, the younger generation is starting to look at too. I mean, at the quality of food that they're eating and quantities and all the rest of it as well.
I just had something I was going to say there. Well, a great documentary to view, and it's on the Locals website too, is Power of the Community, what happened in Cuba when they had the oil embargo, and all of a sudden no food coming in. They had to start growing their own food. You know, everybody lost 20 pounds, which for some people they were pretty happy about. The thing is, it's all done organically, and the people got reconnected like there was no tomorrow. Everybody was helping support each other. One of the biggest things they noticed was the drop in arthritis, diabetes, all these illnesses that are a pandemic here in North America now because of that shift back to the real food. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I mean, a couple of dollars more for health and happiness.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, yeah, you look at, you know, I mean, obviously the fast food industry has a huge place here in North America, and obviously it's a huge detriment to the health and the healthcare system. So really, I mean, you look at, you know, it's a balance, right? And I think, you know, small farms, small agriculture, putting out good quality products. I mean, that's something that is coming back now. I mean, we see it for sure. We're at the, you know, at the farmers market in Kelowna there, and there's definitely huge support for that kind of industry. And people want to feed themselves better because they're realizing, I mean, that the food that you eat is definitely affecting the way you feel, and like you say, with the arthritis and all sorts of things. I mean, it has a direct impact. I mean, the comparison is right there. I don't know how people aren't getting that.
Yeah, I know. Do you guys have a website or anything? Yeah. If you can tell everybody how they can find you here if they wanted to come down and see this beautiful farm, because you also got a petting zoo here.
Yeah, we do.
Well.
Yeah, so yeah, our website is jerseylandorganics.ca, and you can go on their website. You can send us an emails through there. You can request for tours, and we're definitely be willing to show you guys around the farm and show you a little about what we do here in Jerseyland.
Have you guys done much in the way of school tours?
Yes, oh yes, we do the local school tours. We usually get probably 4 or 5 classes a year that come through, mostly kindergarten. We had some grade 6ers last year, and it's great too because, you know, they go home talking to their parents and they start asking questions about where their food is actually coming from. I mean, it's not just coming from the grocery store shelf. We show them that, hey, these are the cows that actually produce it, and I think if we can get that younger generation connected with agriculture, they're going to carry that right through the rest of their lifetime.
Well, I think it's going to be, what's going to be happening here is going to be the kids actually educating their parents again what's going on.
Yeah, and well, that's right, and they're going to ask the right questions.
Yeah. Beautiful. Well, thank you very much, Jeremy and Will. And we're off to the next farm.